We're in Struggle Town today, fam. I feel very frustrated with myself. I don't want this channel to become all about my health and fitness journey. Like, this is about behind my business and helping other photographers with their business. But I will say, when my health and fitness is not on point, my motivation and energy for my business struggles. So it is somewhat relative. And I do feel like how you feel in yourself and in your body massively impacts how you operate in your business. I cannot get myself out of this shocking habit of being so good from like Monday to Friday. Not even. I fucked up on Friday. I just feel like I'm so good, I'm so consistent like all week, and then it gets to Friday and I'm just like, red wine, pasta, pizza, more wine. I am not a big drinker at all. Therefore, it only takes me 3 to 4 wines to feel tired and shit the next day. And then when I'm drinking, I just crave shitty food. It's like yesterday, I had a couple of wines, then I had chips. All the salt and everything, like it just makes you feel so bloated and heavy and full of fluid the next day and tired. And I didn't sleep well. Anyway, now I'm ranting to you about it to make myself feel better. I don't want to always be focusing on this, but I am vlogging behind the scenes of my life. This is a big focus of mine this year, is getting my health and fitness at a consistent point, because it does positively affect my business when I feel good and amazing and healthy. We're not here giving health and fitness advice. I'm just telling you how it weaves into my life and behind my business. If you look at anyone that is successful, like I listen to that many bloody business podcasts, not even funny. One of my favorites is The Diary of a CEO. Stephen is like one of the most successful people in the world. And when you look at his routine, like behind his business, he's so health focused, goes to the gym, like he stays awake at outrageous hours of the night, but like he still manages to fit in the gym. He's always got like health experts on talking about different health concerns, like gut issues and whatever else. Like he's so health driven. And when you look at that and then you look at his business, you're like, makes sense. I'm just warning you that I will be sharing my health and fitness journey, because I know that this year, if I can get it dialed in, my business is going to grow with that. I know that for a fact. I already have so many like plans for my business. On a day like today, when like it's sort of overcast, so like already that's not really motivating. I feel tired. I feel shit. I don't want to do all the things towards my business goals today. If I felt good, I'd eaten well, I was proud of myself and how I handled my health and fitness decisions on the weekend, today would be a very different day. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how my business changes as I get better at sticking to being consistent with my nutrition and training and everything. Rant over. I'm just about to get stuck into editing those maternity photos from last week. She is due any day now. They have actually said in their email, like, is there any way that we can get just like a couple of photos early so we can share them like before the baby arrives? I've just responded to them then saying I actually have like a pretty free day. Like I've got some meetings today, but I do have some free time to just get them all done now. So I kind of wanted to surprise them. Yeah, considering they've asked, I wanted to put their mind at ease. Who knows? They could be in the hospital now. Because I haven't really taken you behind the scenes yet editing today, when the brain is not feeling very social and in the mood to be vlogging, setting you up and showing you how I edit a maternity session is going to be the most you're going to get out of me today. We're a little bit darker in here today, aren't we? Very overcast. I hope it doesn't stay like this, because last week I told you I had that shoot with the Mondrian, the hotel, and we have rescheduled to tomorrow. I'm really hoping that this weather is not sticking around. My last vlog, I had put these photos into Imagen. If you haven't used Imagen before, Imagen is a editing, like AI editing program. Because I have so many photos from all the weddings and shoots that I've done, I have injected all those photos into Imagen and it has learnt my editing style. You can have like multiple AI preset profiles on Imogen, but I like to have a very consistent edit along my galleries. I don't care what it is, wedding, maternity, whatever. I'm a very minimal editor. I like all my colours to be very true to colour. I don't mess with tones and stuff too much. I feel like no matter what I apply my preset to, it looks consistent across my, like if you look onto my Instagram grid, all the colours are looking very consistent, and you know, there's no greens that look blue and whatever. That's why I just have the one profile on Imogen to keep that consistent look, and then I take it over into Lightroom, and then I make my changes in Lightroom. A maternity session compared to like a wedding, sometimes I'm dealing with different light. Often another thing I will change as well in my Lightroom editing is I will add some grain. If it's a wedding and it suits that vibe, I will add some grain, but I try to just stick to using it for my maternity and my family sessions. I have put it into Imogen at literally, because it's only like 30 photos, it edits it in 2 seconds. Now I'm going to drag it over into Lightroom, and I will set you up somewhere so you can sort of just like watch how I'm going to edit these. So this is the edit that it spat out for me from Imogen. This is before, that's the raw image, and that's from Imogen. So as you can see, very like still true to color. It has just like brightened it a little bit for me, bring up the shadows a little bit so all the tones like look nice and even. Not a huge difference, which I think a lot of people would be like, I don't know, surprised about. People have this perception that you need to edit a photo so much and there's all this time and energy that goes into editing. That's not for me. I liked everything to be true to color. What I'm gonna do now, I don't actually like how bright it has made that photo. I'm actually gonna bring the exposure down over there. So all sliders are over here. And then maybe I'll just stick to keeping you on the image. So I'm going to bring that exposure down. I'm looking always at this thing over here as well. So as long as that is like in the middle, your exposure's at a good point. So sometimes I'll even go like a little bit below it, but I'm happy with where that is now. So that even looks like more true to color. And then I want to bring the contrast down a little bit. When you bring the contrast down, it just makes it look smoother. I like more of like a creamy sort of look with my photos and it being like super harsh. And then we're going to go down here. We're going to add in some grain. I like a little bit of grain. I don't want too much. So 25 grain, 25 size, 25 roughness. And then you can't actually see too much of a difference here in the image. But if you do zoom in, tiny, tiny, tiny bit of grain. Hopefully you can see that. All right, grain's added, exposure's down. I'm much happier with that. I like to sometimes bring the highlights down a little bit. Again, just gives it like a bit more of a creamier look. I might bring the shadows up a bit more as well. Whites and stuff and exposure, I used to have to mess around with so much because I just was not shooting correctly. I'm just gonna turn you around for this. With exposure stuff and like whites, highlights, I used to have to mess around with them so much when I first started shooting, because how I was actually shooting, like my settings on my camera was so wrong. I had my exposure all over the place. My like number one tip when people are like, oh, how do you edit your photos? Like, I love your edit, blah, blah, blah. The secret is actually how your settings are set up on your camera. As you can see, I'm not really having to edit this much at all, because my settings on my camera when I shot these were like spot on. That little histogram thing that I showed you on Lightroom, have a very similar thing on your camera where you can see if that little exposure meter is sitting in the middle. That's where you want it. If anything, sometimes I have it like on the darker side, because it is always, always, always so much easier to bring light into your photo than to take it out. When you have to take exposure out of your photo, it ruins the image. That's pretty much all I'm going to do to this. I'm not really going to tweak the colors too much. I love all the colors. I'm going to bring the blues down a tiny bit, but like not much. When you make changes to photos, the clients would not even know the difference. But like to me, it's such a big difference, which is hilarious. So now we've got the image that I'm happy with. This is the image before. A little bit too overexposed, a little bit too saturated for me. And this is the image after. So now we're going to pick another photo that is a different light, which is actually the next one, which is perfect. Completely different light. So now they're backlit, sun's over here. With this one, I do want to actually bring the highlights and the whites into it a little bit more and make it a little bit more brighter and sharper. This is the raw image. That was from Imogen. So already it has learnt that I like to brighten it and bring like the warmer tones into that photo. See how that's very green? And now this is like a lot warmer. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to add in a little bit of contrast to just sharpen that up a little bit. And then with the highlights, sometimes I like to have a little bit of a play with this slider and just see what happens. I kind of like it where it was, to be honest. Sometimes I play with the slider. I'm like, you know what? It was actually fine where it was. Shadows are fine. Whites I'm going to bring up a little bit just to brighten the image. Exposure, I'm going to bring that down a touch. Much better. And now, I don't know if you can see this, but over here, there's like a light pole that I'm going to remove. We're just going to use AI, bang, subtract. That will be gone in 2 seconds, which is actually mental. Now, the only other thing I am going to do this image is I'm going to crop it. You can actually see the preview of it over here. So, yeah, I think I like that a bit better. I wish I had have moved her knees. I actually do love like the view of that whole mountain in the background, but I wish I moved her knees to be like more toward me. Yeah, I like that way better. Oh my God, look at their dog. So freaking cute. So before, after. So subtle, but like that's literally all you need. Just enhance the best parts of the photos. Bring the whites up, add a bit of warmth. It's literally all I do. And again, you can see that exposure thing. A lot brighter than the other one, but we're in the middle. All right, let's do one more. Oh, this is a good one to do. I actually like them being a little bit off center. I was going to crop that then, but I changed my mind. So this is one that I'm going to have to fiddle with a little bit actually. I might even have to make a mask for them. There's a little masking tool over here. Click on that and you can select the subject and it will automatically detect the couple. Now, with your sliders here, you can bring just them up without touching the sky. Exposure we're bringing up, shadows a touch, contrast, so it's still crisp. Okay, so now we've got image before, image after. So much better. See how they're so dark and so blue here? Now we've got some warmth in there and the sky is a lot more prominent. I reckon I can even do more with that sky. With this masking tool again, you can add another one. So add, and you can actually select sky. So select sky, beautiful. So now I'm gonna bring that exposure down even more. You don't want it to look fake. If I take you a bit closer, see how when you do it too much, it starts to look fake? So it literally needs to be like the most subtle changes. Before, after. Looks so much cooler. We're gonna add in some grain there as well. What else do I wanna add to this? It's a little bit blue. We're gonna get out of this masking one and we're just gonna bring up the warmth of the whole image. There we go. Before, after. So much better. I'm just going to go through now. I'm going to edit the rest of these. When I'm finished, I go to like the little icon down the bottom so like you can see all the images, and I like to just see that I've got a good consistent flow of colors, of brightness, shadows, everything, because I want it all to flow nicely and all look the same. Once that's all done, export it, add it to their gallery, and then send them an email to let them know that they're ready. Got a meeting at 11. It's actually a planning meeting for a maternity shoot, so I may actually film that because there could be some good stuff in there. My clients to inject their personality into these photos. So the planning call is all to like get those ideas flowing and put something unique into their session. Like for these guys, they wanted their dog a part of it. So it was putting a part of their life into this session. So it feels more them. So I'll take you behind the scenes of that meeting. What else have we got on today? I am going to get my ass to the gym. I don't feel in the mood for weights. So I think we're just going to go on the treadmill, do some work on my phone. Maybe I'll go have a sauna, get rid of some of this fluid.
Week 5, I was like nauseous, and I was like, it's a girl.
You knew straight away.
With my son, I was probably the whole entire pregnancy sick maybe twice, and from week 5, I was like, this little fucker.
Us girls just love making life difficult, don't we?
I know.
When you had your boy, did you do maternity photos or no?
No, I didn't do anything like that because I was like, it's not very me.
Okay.
I want it to be like us 3 before the baby.
Yes.
And I was going through our photos and I'm like, we've got like maybe like 10, 15 photos of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Like my husband never takes photos, and then he'll get his camera out like when we're on the escalator, like going up to Coles, and I'm like, this is not a nice photo. Like,
that's hilarious. Well, I can guarantee you I'll give you something a little bit better than an escalator photo. I think that's probably what made me get into photography and love it so much, is that my mum was the same. She always had a camera out. Yeah. She's got that many film photos of our childhood when we all catch up as a family, flicking through photo albums. And if she was not the one to grab out the camera and be like, get a photo, at the time we're like, no, Mum, we don't want a photo. But now we're like so glad that she did that.
Yeah.
And in terms of the actual shoot, outfits, props, like is there anything about the shoot that you sort of want to put your own unique spin on it?
Splash in the water.
Yes.
And like us just being parents.
Yes. Having Charlie there. Charlie will be the focus, and then I will just navigate you throughout the shoot. Have I sent you through that Pinterest link yet of the outfit ideas? Just sort of tried to find a collection of outfits that is a bit of everything. Photos of a dress, I've pinned photos of like a top and pants, a cute little like white t-shirt with jeans. There's more of like a cozy look. So there's a few different outfits on there to like give you ideas, and then you will be able to like pick from that what you're going to feel most comfortable wearing. And then with Charlie, what's he like in terms of like keeping him engaged? I think you'll need to maybe bring some like beach toys or something for him.
Splash around in the sand and the water and do what he wants.
Yeah, I love that. If you want to, if you're comfortable, like if you all want to put something on that you can actually get in the water with, that is something that you do decide to do. Might even go a bit further down the coast because there's spots that we can actually go into the water. The waves aren't too dumpy.
Okay.
So then you can actually both be in the water with Charlie and like playing in the water with him, giving you guys something to do rather than the focus be on the photos.
Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, darling.
Lovely to meet you finally.
Yes.
I've heard about you for years.
Meeting done. It's always good to have those planning meetings because the more shoots I do, the more meetings I have, you do get a better idea of what people want, what they don't want, experiences they've had in the past. It just helps me so much to know exactly how to approach their shoot and how I can help them in the lead up. So I know she's feeling a little bit self-conscious about legs and stuff. Now I can add to my Pinterest board link some more photos of like some maxi skirts and jeans and whatever else, so she can get a better idea of what to wear and feel more comfortable. Trying to get it to detect my face. Guys, I am so proud of myself. You know how I said I was feeling real shit? I just wanted to go to the gym and just walk. Got there and I was like, this is exactly the reason why you stay stuck where you are. When you feel tired and you don't feel motivated and you're not in the mood, you just do the walk and you don't do the workout you're supposed to do. So I was like, absolutely not. We are done with these terrible habits and making excuses. I actually forgot that I had the Sarah's Day, what's it called? 560 challenge? Is that what it is? Shit. I know it goes over 60 days. I'm pretty sure it's 560. Anyway, I forgot that I had that and I was like, nah, that's it. I'm over making excuses. I'm sick of being stuck where I am. And I actually looked ahead like in my calendar. So like our next little trip is over Easter. We're going up to Stradbroke, which I'm so excited to like vlog that whole thing because we are going away and it'll be nice and warm and I'm just going to be living in my bikini for 4 or 5 days. I was like, that's my motivation. And I looked up if I started the 560-day challenge today, when would that end? And it's like 4 or 5 days before we go away. Perfect timing. Got the first workout done, and fuck, I feel so much better. Oh, it's lost me. I've done a big food shop of all the healthy things. So I'm going to do a little bit of meal prep, set myself up for a good week. Maybe said at the start of my vlogging career that I was a simple meal gal. I don't even know what just came over me. I think my spontaneous motivation at the gym has inspired spontaneity into the kitchen. I have just been for my first sunrise walk I can't even tell you how long it's been since I went for a sunrise walk, which is so bad because I used to do it every single morning. And just over summer, the sunrise is so much earlier. Like it's gotten a lot better now. It used to be like 4:30, and it's just, I'm not alive at that hour. And it was so good. I'm gonna took a little video, so I clipped it in before this, so you've seen how good it is. I've got my shoot with Mondrian Gold Coast today. Considering it's like a commercial shoot and they have given me a mood board for the shoot, I like to sit and look at the mood board and sort of go through Pinterest and get some other like creative ideas so I can contribute my ideas to the shoot. I'm gonna have my coffee, go through and create my own mood board for the shoot. And then I've actually asked my friend to come and do content for me today. So she is going to be all behind the scenes with this for the whole shoot. So I'm gonna be able to take you guys with me. This is what we're wearing for the day, fam. Going through my wardrobe, I have realized I need to really update the shoot/wedding wardrobe. This is okay, I don't mind this vibe, but yeah, I really need some new stuff. Anyway, this is a dish top, and these little shorts are actually part of like a set from Silk Laundry. I was gonna wear the top with these shorts, but my steamer is at the factory. It's not really professional to be wearing a crinkled vest to a luxury hotel. When I've shot for Mondrian, the marketing manager will like get me a coffee when I get there, but like I'm a bit picky with my coffee. I actually make amazing coffee, but I love to like have my coffee super hot. And when I get there, I'm straight into work mode, so I just forget about it. So it's a waste, essentially. I'd rather just have my coffee here so that when I arrive, straight into shooting. So the shoot is actually broken up into like 4 parts, hence why I'm like, no, I just need to be in work mode because I'm on a mission. Because yeah, 4 hours is a long time to do a shoot like this. Yeah, no time for coffee breaks, you know? Plan for the shoot, it's like very lifestyle vibes. Shooting their spa, it's located in the hotel. We're doing some shots with the car that they hire out to guests. So annoying, last time I told you about this shoot, I canned it because it was, well, the forecast was rain. It's not raining, but it has been cloud cover all morning. I really wanted sun for this shoot, so I am praying that as we get to, I think around lunchtime, we were planning to do the car shots and shots with the girls with surfboards. I need that sun. You know, when you just have a vision, it's got to look like that. I'm going to be pissed. So yeah, car shots, lifestyle shots with surfboards, e-bikes, all that. And then the last one was their bar, Lito. We're going to do some fun like flash photography in there. Next time I see you, you'll probably be in the hands of Bridie, my bestie / content gal. Are we playing Tootsies over there? And there's each other there for me. That's actually, I like that. If you can both like sort of play with your gowns and like you're sort of putting them like over and away from your leg. Yeah, that's it. Like a rabbit hutch. What? Is it the wood? I don't know. You tell me. And then both of you like lean your head back and like close your eyes. Yeah. Like I like that wrist. No, thank you. Boards in the back. Anything else that you wanted here?
Forward to the back,
The other one.
Oh, here we go, gals. You guys go on to face like this way, and then like go to put the helmet up, but you're looking over here. That's it.
Just do a practice run.
Get away. Come back up. That sun is scorching. I'm getting burnt. And here I was complaining that we were going to have no sun. I love it. I love And that's a wrap, fam. I have no idea what's on here. But we are yet to find out. That was such a good shoot. One of my favourite ones that I've done with Mondrian so far. Because I had models. I think because I'm just, oh, sorry, I'm trying to stand you up here. I think because I'm just so used to working with people. The few times that I have shot with the Mondrian, like it's just been very like product and service based. Not so much like lifestyle people in the photos. And the girls that we used today were best friends and they were so natural and good with each other. So these photos are going to be sick. I cannot wait. Anyway, I'm starving. So priorities, eat. And because this shoot is like fresh in my brain and I've got the time, I'm just going to upload everything now and I'm going to go through it all. The marketing manager is pretty like particular on what she likes. So it's actually easier if I just send her majority of the photos and just let her pick. Sometimes clients like, that makes your job easier. So always ask if like they would just rather go through all the raws because that makes your life so much easier. Sort of do like a mini cull of just like pointless photos because I do a lot of blur shots for Mondrian. Send her that. And then it's pretty nice out there. It's a bit windy, but I'm hoping can fit in a little sunset walk. Jesus, look at my hair. That's not acceptable. I have officially opened up online group coaching, which is kind of weird. Not weird, kind of wild. I just wasn't sure with like the group coaching if I was going to be able to, I guess, like fit it in. By the way, I just have a jelly obsession at the moment, so that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I just was like, if I open it up to everyone and say, yep, I do online group coaching, and then because the amount of people that I had asking was just, I wouldn't be able to take on that many people one-on-one. So I was like, how am I going to make this work? So I just like, after the few workshops that I've done, I've sort of stayed in contact with those people that have attended the live workshops. And I just sort of said to them, like, would you all be open to one call once a month? And it can literally just be about anything. Like maybe you all submit a question or something you want to focus on for that month. And then so when we all have the group online coaching call, I go through everyone's questions and we just attack it all in one go. Some people's questions may help other people. And then there's no coursework, there's nothing like that. It's literally just to check in with each other once a month and all just learn from each other. Have like a good community that you can all sort of make friends from and whatever. Turns out that's what the people want. The plan long term is to create like a bit of a course that people can work through, a self-paced thing, or just, you know, I don't know how it's going to look yet, but that is like a long-term goal of mine, is to have an online course that is just set up passively. But yeah, it's now available. It's on my Stan store, which is linked in the bio of my YouTube if you would like to join us. The first one is in Feb. While it's still a small group, I'm going to make sure I cater for everyone as much as I possibly can to make it a time that works for everyone. Going to press record, right, to wrap up this week's video. And as I've done that, I've just opened an email. And this email is that wild that I literally had to screenshot it and put it into ChatGPT to check if it was real. I'm literally speechless. Maybe I'll share it next week. I can't believe that's fucking real. Is it real? I think I'm freaking out so much because this is something I have had on my vision board for the last 2 years. It is genuinely something I thought would be on my vision board for another 2 years. It was like one of those things, I feel like when you create your vision board, it's really good to have goals on there that you know you can achieve. Haven't achieved them yet, but that's what you're like currently striving for. And then goals on there that like feel so far out of reach, but it just makes you like just keep working so hard. Those big unrealistic goals that like you want to achieve, but they just feel like so far out of reach. This is one of those. And I did not think that this would happen this year. Whoa. I'm definitely going to share it with you next week. I need to digest this. This is wild. It's Friday, so I'm going to wrap it up here. I think like this week was I was like sort of like look back at my week and what I've vlogged. I'm like, cool, what was this about? I feel like the bulk of it is going to be from like the shoot at Mondrian. It's pretty cool that get to work with like one of the biggest hotels in the Gold Coast. So I think I think the bulk of this video will be about that, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of the behind the scenes of doing more commercial work, because my main thing is weddings. Good to see that I do other stuff. If you do currently work in like the family photography or wedding photography space, there's so many other photography opportunities out there that you probably haven't even thought of yet. That whole relationship with Mondrian literally came from me DMing them on Instagram. Sometimes that is all it takes. I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog, and holy shit, are we in for a wild vlog next week. See you then.